right, guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at one of the new two-tone HydroConquests from Longines. I have to admit, when I saw these first come out a while back, I didn't pay them a whole lot of attention. That is until the other day when I saw this green model. I was visiting Gem Bijou and I just thought this thing looked really sharp. The owner was nice enough to lend me the watch for a few days to share with you guys here on the channel, so I really appreciate that. Gem Bijou is an authorized dealer for Longines and many other brands. If you're shopping watches, check them out at gembijou.com. So let's get straight to it and take a look at the watch. So it's been a while now since Longines released these two-tone ceramic models. There's a few colors, some with gold and some with rose gold, and are available on either the two-tone bracelet or the rubber strap. I haven't seen the bracelet models in person yet, but for me, I think I prefer the toned down look of the rubber straps. The bracelets look pretty good, but they're kind of on the blingy side. The dial on this model is a matte green, which gives it a bit of a military vibe. We've got the gold numerals at the 6, 9, and 12. Under the macro lens, they hold up really well. Quite a nice finish to them, and same goes for the rest of the circular markers. I think the gold and green combination is really cool looking. Up at the 12, we have more gold with the winged Longines logo. The handset looks good, nice length and size to the minute and second hand, and the snowflake-ish style hour hand looks good too. Overall, I've always liked the dial layout of the HydroConquest, but the one area it's lacking in is the lume. It fades a lot quicker than I'd like to see. Seems to be pretty common with Swatch Group watches, so it's expected but still a negative with the watch. The bezel is gold PVD coated steel with the ceramic insert. The action is pretty good. If you like a clicky action, you will probably like this. There is a teeny bit of play, but overall no major problems with it, and everything is lining up like it should. The crown, and actually specifically the crown guards, is something I wish they had done a little bit differently. I remember the very first time I tried one of the aluminum bezel models. This was a few years ago, but the crown guards nipped my finger a little when I was unscrewing it. I've seen other people mention this too, and these new models are pretty much the same. They're quite sharp, and it's easy to pinch your fingers in there. You've just got to be a little extra careful is all, and it's not a huge problem once you're used to it, but I'd love to see them tweak those crown guards someday. Otherwise, winding action is good. The movement is the caliber L888, which is based on the ETA 2892. It beats at 25,200 vibrations per hour and with a power reserve of right around 72 hours. The case is well finished and 100% brushed, which I usually prefer in a diver. Quite a deep pressing here on the case back with the winged hourglass logo. The case comes in at a width of 40.9 millimeters. Lug to lug is 50.8 millimeters. The thickness is 11.8 millimeters, and the lug opening is 21 millimeters, which is a bit of a bummer. Water resist is 300 meters, and the crystal is treated with an anti-reflective coating. Now, one thing to keep in mind is they're applying the AR coating to both sides of the crystal. You do get really good clarity with that, but the outer layer can scratch. I've had it happen on 2 watches so far, and you can remove the AR, but it's a little nerve-wracking. Polywatch and a Dremel with a small buffing wheel will do the trick, but it is a bit scary the first time you try it. The strap, I think, looks awesome on the watch. It's a nice pairing. You do need to cut it to size it, though, but the rubber is good quality. The clasp is signed. I'll just open it up here. and made with milled steel. We've got a total of 5 micro adjusts. There's 3 on this side, 2 on this side, and I think that's going to help get a good fit and have the buckle centered on the underside of your wrist. Now, I haven't sized the strap, but here it is to give you an idea how it will wear. My wrist is 7¼ inches, and it seats itself solidly on wrist with those curved lugs. It's not perfect, but it's still a really nice watch, and there's getting to be quite a few options now to pick from, which is always good. Cost wise, this model on the rubber strap comes in at $2,300 here in Canadian dollars. USD full MSRP is $1,800. So thanks again to Gem Bijou for lending it in. You can find their site in the description below. Any questions on the watch, reach out anytime. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.